love a bit of Jamie Vardy. The England striker became a cult hero during Leicester City's title-winning campaign just over 12 months ago. However, last season, he couldn't replicate the scintillating form he displayed in the year previous. Fast forward to the start of 201,718, and the 30-year-old couldn't have made a better start. Personally, it feels as though he's now being allowed to focus solely on football after the dust has settled on Leicester's title glory. After getting caught up in the middle of a transfer saga, coupled with the fact that he had a film made about him, perhaps last year, his mind was on other things, rightly or wrongly. With all that said, he still scored 13 Premier League goals in 201,617, which isn't an awful tally, but he did drift in and out of proceedings. This could well be the comeback year for Vardy, and I'm expecting big things from the star striker. Is 201,718 set to be a huge year for Jamie Vardy? I hope so. His performance against Arsenal was absolutely sensational. He scored twice against one of the sides challenging for the title, albeit his valiant effort was in vain due to the fact that the Gunners picked up the 3 points. Vardy put a real shift in to drag his teammates back into the tie on multiple occasions, and his blistering pace ran the Arsenal backline ragged for 90 minutes. It looked as though he discovered that newfound confidence that bodes well for him as an individual and the Leicester side as a whole. The good old 442 to the appointment of Craig Shakespeare is the best thing that could have happened for Vardy. I'm a believer in the old age adage, if it's not broke don't fix it. Claudio Ranieri tried to tinker with his tactics perhaps a little bit too much, which eventually cost him his job. Now, the switch back to the 442 allows Vardy the freedom to do what he does best. Those frightening over-the-top balls will cause problems for even the quickest of defenders, and the most important thing is that the former Fleetwood striker is showing the desire and hunger to get on the end of them. Vardy will make those runs in behind, and more often than not, Shinji Okazaki will win the header and play the ball into the England international. The pressure is off. If we're being honest, the Foxes won't challenge for the title. That means the whole squad won't be under pressure to perform, and they can go under the radar. This is the ideal scenario for the 30-year-old forward. He can take to the field every week and just go out there and play his natural game. I keep referring to it, but he looked so up for it against Arsenal. The verdict: a 20 goals tally would be a phenomenal output for Vardy. He's more than capable of producing that, and he could well lead his side to a top 10 finish this year, which would be amazing. It's all about getting points on the board, and you need a goal scorer to do that. He will have direct competition in the form of Kelechi Iheanacho, but I think he can beat out the Nigerian star and lead this team to glory in 201,718.